What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, and welcome to Lactic Acid. I'm your host, Dominic Smith. Lactic Acid has gone to the trail route. Dude, we're gonna have some fun on here, talk about the trails, talking about some things. And listen, the way we're gonna kick this off is with a baller, a shot caller. Literally, after just doing the research and everything, I have come to the conclusion you are the Kim Possible of like the trail running scene because you dominate the world on the trails, but then you save the world in your real job as a nurse. So listen, this is greatness personified. And one thing that I have a special place in my heart, she went to one of the best universities in the world, the University of North Carolina. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel. I had to wear my shirt just
I
to
was
rep
gonna
it
say I
out.
saw that.
Listen, I saw it. I was like, oh no, listen, we're gonna get it cracking. Caroline Alcorta is our guest. What's going on, my sister? How you doing?
What's up, Bella? I'm doing well.
I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, she went to UNC, and I have a question about that.
Go for
But
it.
then you also went to the school who broke our hearts in the
I
national
know.
championship
No.
game. I was like, oh. I was like, so I guess that's both sides of the equation. But
Yeah.
my question, because I don't know if you were at UNC when we won the Natty. Um, I
Yeah.
say we, like I was on the team that did it. I was not. I was just going crazy when we beat Gonzaga. And I say we
With
again, but
our
I'm just
team.
our team.
Yeah.
What was it like on Franklin Street after
Oh.
that game?
It was so fun. At the time I was a junior and I was living right off of Franklin. So I had a couple teammates come over and we watched the game and the year before that was obviously or no, yeah, year before that was devastating. And so we were all just like cuddled in this like living room and like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And then we just like as the like beater buzzed, we just like sprinted over to Franklin and there's like this funny phenomenon where like when sports like the team you love wins, you like want to burn that place to the ground at the same time because you're so happy. So people are on like poles and there's like couches getting burned and stuff. It was crazy.
I don't get that. Like I've
Yeah.
never. Maybe I'm just not a winner, so I don't I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You gotta be there kind of thing. I don't know if I was like enjoying it for quite a while and like, oh wait, I'm actually gonna get stomped if I like stay in this like crowd for too long. And I lost my friends. I need to get out of here.
Oh my gosh. Thankfully you only lived around the corner
Yeah, exactly. So I could
and
like
everything.
scurry away.
I my my teams are winners. So love UNC, always grew up rooting for them. Big Ohio State fan. I actually covered their
Mm,
football team in my when I was covering college football as a journalist and grew up watching them. Then
heck
I
yeah.
went to UCF for college, University of Central Florida, since I'm Florida based.
Nice.
Um, and I remember when we won our self-proclaimed national championship, and that
What was
was
that like?
that was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever had to be a part of
Mm,
because I'm in the media now too, and I'm having to write we're the national champs as I'm watching the actual national championship game.
I
And
see.
I think Alabama beat Georgia. Yeah, I think they beat Georgia. I think that was the game where Tua threw like the game-winning touchdown pass in overtime. And they're like, we're the national champions. We're the national champions. I'm like, okay, cool. And then and then they gave out rings, like national championship
Um,
rings. And then they put a banner in the stadium. And then our coach left at halftime of the I was in the stands when he got the Nebraska job. And now he came back. So, I understand. No, I still don't understand what it is to be a winner because apparently, you could just I don't know. I'm not going to say that because North Carolina's won a national championship, Ohio State's won a national championship, and I'm talking to a legend. So I guess we're winning at something.
You've talked to a lot of legends, so that's, I mean, seems like you're winning a lot.
Well, you can't escape this first question, and it's only meant for legends. So, because you're so awesome and because the world needs something to cheer about, they're going to make a summertime promotion based on your excellence. Mount the Coast, if you're listening, I'm giving you some ideas here. So, when amazing athletes do amazing things, they get featured on a Wheaties box. But that's too good for you. You get a chance to choose the cereal box that
Um,
you would be featured on just to do a custom promotion. The second
um,
thing, yeah, the second thing that's going to be done for you, you get a chance to come up with an entree or, well, really a slew of appetizers that will be made in your honor. You could do a sampler, you could do one or two, or it could just be whatever you want. And they're going to serve it up and they're going to call it Caroline, but they're going to play Outcasts when they sing Roses. And when you walk into the restaurant, you say, you want the Caroline. So that's pretty much how we're rocking for you, just to honor.
it's funny. One of my coworkers says that every time I walk, like anytime we start a shift together, she's like, Caroline. And she's like, and then she stops it there because the
You,
rest of the lyrics not so nice.
no, you can't. So that's I don't. If you want to know about Outkast, the song is called Roses, but I just encourage you to listen to the first part of the song, which is Caroline, and then go ahead to another song.
Yeah, that's
Um,
it. Him and
because
I
it
have the
really,
same birthday. Andre 3000 and I do. Fun fact.
oh my gosh, so you just win. Well, you were born a winner. Man,
I think I got lucky.
I don't know. Listen, I don't think you could be lucky with that and everything. But I mean, in all fairness, you are faster than he is, so
He had it first though, so
that's fair. So,
know.
all right, tell me what we're rocking with.
Okay. As far as the cereal goes, oh man, I think I'm a big Reese's Puff girl. Like, if I'm thinking of the thing that like if we got that when we were younger, I was pretty stoked about it, and like I still that's like my favorite combo today is peanut butter and chocolate. Uh, yeah, I'd be proud to have Reese's Puffs. Um, yeah. Let's see. And orange is also one of my favorite colors, and yellow. Um, let's see. As far as you said appetizers or like
Yeah,
or
appetizers.
oh man. I feel like when people do appetizers, they start really light, they do like salad or like a soup. I feel like I want to do it the opposite way though, and like start out really heavy and just do like mac and cheese or like some type of barbecue. Maybe I'm just thinking of Carolina because like those are also like super like if I miss something about being in the East Coast and like more in the South, it's probably like those two things is barbecue and mac and cheese.
Listen, I say this to brag. People say be humble, but screw all that. I the mac and cheese, I made a batch to eat a couple weeks ago. It is competition macaroni and cheese. It is from scratch. So
It is from hearty love, like you just feel filled, like
it
warm.
put me to sleep.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what happened after. I was out. I was out like a
That's
light.
hefty.
Yes, it was different. Shout out to Kerrygold Butter. Um, this is probably bad. I'm talking to like a nurse who saves people's lives, and we're talking about all the things that would require you to save my life.
No, but I think there's like a big part of being a nurse that's like, okay, like what is not just like the standard health stuff. It's just more like what are like the joys that you find in your life and like what you value, like
Yeah,
and if eating good food is part of that and like sharing that with people you love, like eat a pound, well, maybe don't eat a pound of butter. Like there are some things I'm like, you could do what you want, but like be safe.
moderation,
Yeah.
moderation. Oh man, we're gonna talk. I actually had a segment put aside to talk about the differences between Seattle and Carolina's food because I have tried food in Seattle. Um, and so yeah, it's it is pricey. I will say that.
It's not bad, but I feel bad when people ask me like where to go to eat. And I'm like, I don't know. I know it like a handful of places, but And then there's like the really nice places, but I'm not, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is like Seattle's staple? Like, what does that state hang their hat on? Like, Carolina has
Hmm,
barbecue, Florida has just a little bit of everything, I guess.
yeah.
North Florida seafood, South Florida Cuban food, Central Florida's kind of fried barbecue, like everything. Georgia has theirs. So, what is like Seattle's?
Ooh, let's see. I was thinking about this the other day. I think like also seafood, kind of in a different way, like lots of salmon and crabs and stuff. And then there's like a lot of like Pacific Asian cultural influence, so like a lot of Thai
Mm.
food, Vietnamese food. Um, uh, yeah, it's all really like that's those are really good. Those restaurants.
I'm a sucker for some pho, so don't let me
Yeah,
find out that's where I need to go to get a
yeah.
nice bowl.
Or you get some like
Man.
dim sum or something. It's so good.
Oh man, dang.
Yeah,
So I guess sushi's pretty big up there too.
yeah.
Okay. I haven't reached that level to where I can eat fish that's not cooked. But in the future I will keep that in consideration because I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I judged Seattle. Maybe it is
Mm.
okay, cool. I'm glad
Yeah,
we're on the
yeah.
same page.
I think there's like a good food scene here. I'm not super in the know about it,
No,
kind
it's
of
just
thing.
probably like different too. In
Yeah,
everything, just a little bit of everything. So you can't hang your hat. Like I heard like the coffee in Seattle is really good. And just little things like that. So it's just different.
yeah.
So
I'd say there's more coffee shops than there are restaurants. Probably, I think that might be a lie. That's just my perception of it. Maybe it's because I just drink more or I get more coffee than I do like food out. But I feel like I see a coffee shop probably every block, and
what
they're all
is like
different.
that's fair. What is like the West Coast coffee order? Like what's your coffee order?
Ooh.
I've been asking this to all like the the distance dare people. When by distance dare, I mean for me that's somebody who runs over a 5K because that's my PR. But like what is your go-to? What is Caroline's go-to coffee order?
Ooh, okay. I really like this is gonna sound kind of crazy. I don't know when I started doing this. I like a shot in the dark, which is like a shot of espresso and a cup of coffee, or just a double shot of espresso. Super boring. Just like I like it's very strong and it tastes good.
Yeah, and I'd be honest, I feel like depending on your profession, you just need that.
Yeah, I
Like,
was also thinking that like a lot of nurses I know drink like Celsiuses or like monsters, and I'm like, I won't drink that, but I'll drink, a couple shots of espresso, no problem. So it's like there's layers or flavors to that.
yeah, like there's levels to this. No, I feel like the harder the job, the less you don't have time for all that bell and whistle nonsense, milk, oat milk, coconut, crap, whatever. I don't drink coffee, so I'm just guessing what people get. It sounds like hieroglyphics to me when they do some of these orders. But sometimes there's oh God, I think it's called Dark Brew is the company. But they're a nutrition company. So a lot of runners they do these little like coffee bites, whatever the case might be.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and so sometimes they have the single one and then the double one. I don't know if it's like espresso, dark brew, or I'm probably getting your name wrong too. But coffee people who make nutrition for runners, forgive me if I'm getting this wrong.
I'm excited
But
about these, whatever it is. I'm gonna Google
I'm
it.
I'm gonna yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll text it to you. But
So,
yeah, it's they have the single ones and then they have the double. And the double, the single one has 150 grams or whatever they use to calculate it of caffeine in it, and the double is 300 and stuff. But it's a chew, like it's you literally
whoa.
chew it, eat it, and but from what I've heard, it actually really works. Like it will wake you up and keep you up.
I believe it. Uh, sorry. Yeah, I definitely believe it. I've had I've only tried like a caffeine pill one time when I
Hmm.
was doing like a longer run over the summer with one of my friends. And it actually, I was like, oh man, this, I see why folks use this now on the
Yes.
trails. Like, this is hefty or
It's
like hefty in a different way.
it's called dry brew.
Drive. Oh,
Dry brew coffee chews. So
that, oh, that's a good slogan.
yeah, it kind of rolls off the tongue. But if there's a Target near you, you can get one for $3.
Oh, oh, that's money well spent.
So, if Dry Brew, if you're listening to this and you've forgiven me for messing up your name, calling you Cold Brew or Dark Brew or whatever I said, uh, sponsor Caroline. So,
You're great.
yeah,
Or any nurse.
yeah, or whatever the case might be. Great ambassador, balling out. Speaking of balling out, I love how you got tired of dominating everybody on the track, so you said, let me roll over to the trails and start kicking some behind too. Because that's what you've been doing. Like I've looked at the race log, um, and you've done amazing. And then you had a race this year, like a couple weeks ago. It was funny. I got the email about the results on my birthday, and I was like, this better be good. And then I read it and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is good. Um, Gorge Waterfall's 50K, where you came in fifth place in a loaded field. So you started out balling out. Everything. How has the season gone for you so far?
It's funny. I feel like this season it hasn't really like picked up yet, or just it's just starting, which is like a exciting place to be. Whereas like last year, I did like kind of a mix of different kinds of races where I did like Black Canyons and then I did two road races. One of them was like Bloomsday, which just happened last weekend. And then I did like a Mackenzie River, like all within, I think, like I did a race a month essentially. So to feel like this is like that was my first race of the year. It was kind of like, oh, like I was itching at that point, but um, I'm excited because there's going to be some other stuff this summer that I'm pumped about.
Take me through that race. Saw the Instagram recap and the caption. I forgot what you said. Like I think you said it's sharp or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, his teeth.
It has
I
teeth.
didn't, yeah, I didn't make
Uh,
that up. That was, I think, one of the race organizers or one of the slogans of it, but I felt it for sure.
oh man, take me through that experience and just how elated you were with the result. Coming in fifth, you said it was the most stacked field that you've competed against, and you finished top
Mm.
five. That's big time. That is the Tar Heel way, if you will.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's definitely the most like so yeah, most competitive field. It's also like probably the most technical type of terrain that I've raced on. Like that first section, like even just going through it, like standing on the line with folks, I'm like, oh shit, like you're real. Like I'm like and I can touch you. That's crazy. That sounds weird. But like being in the race with some of like the heavy hitters was really awesome. I think starting out there's like this big climb and then you kind of descend really steeply for the first few miles, and it gets super rocky and it's slick and I'm like I feel like a baby deer sometimes when I'm going like trying to go down fast, or descending and like it's like you have to get your sea legs back when you're doing that kind of racing. And so it was definitely like a kind of like a band-aid rip, if anything. And spent a lot of time like trying to gain back a lot of ground, kind of in that middle section. Like first and second were battling and third and fourth were battling and like I was just like spending a lot of time being like, I hope I'm like reeling them in. And it was cool. Like even I don't know, it's just like felt the most like focused and probably like dialed I have in a while for a 50K. Whereas like last year was a lot of experimenting and being like, I don't know if I could do this distance, and oh, I don't know if I could do this distance fast. And now going into this race being like, oh, I've trained for this. Like I can, I'm prepared. I've done this a couple times and like a little bit more. I'm going to put my best foot forward. And And even then you always have like I wonder if I did this. But yeah, I was super stoked.
Tell me, like, how much confidence did you gain from that experience? Obviously, now you know you can do it. Now you know you could do it against the big dogs, if you will. How much confidence do you have after that performance?
Um, I it's interesting. I think it was like a really revealing performance in a way. Like I it's showed me that there are definitely things that like I can improve on, and I'm like, oh, okay, like I've had this type of buildup, and I still feel like there's room for me to improve. Like that's a really good feeling. Like to then like close the gap or that there's room for me to grow. So I'd say it's like it's both a confidence booster for me and then also kind of like a well, this is exciting. Like I have there's a way forward from here. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense either.
No, it makes perfect sense, especially, you know, you're relatively new to the trail racing scene. There have been people who've been doing this for years and years and years. You just keep growing, you keep getting better, but also you keep, learning more about yourself, just as you said. Now, you can do these distances. And to put 25K in perspective, that's really freaking far. Or now we upped it to 50K, like that's even further. And now, the sky's the limit for you. You had a really good track career. Made nationals. Back in the day, they had something called the Big East, which I mean they still have, to which you did well there. But the one thing I was telling somebody, and I talk about it often, I being around track, covering track, and at this level, and even when I was coaching, it's something crazy about running a 10K that you're just running 28 times in the same circle. Like that and kudos to the people who make it look effortless, who make it look easy, who ball out. A brother would be in some trouble. I can't do that. Like I cannot do that. Now you've gone from running in circles to running around the world just with beauty and everything that the nature of the world has to offer. What has that transition been like going from a stud on the track now to a baller on the trails?
Oh gosh. It's funny because I still do quite a bit of like track and road work. And it's funny being like, okay, I like the racing is just so different. But at the same time, there's like these really like obvious similarities where like you need to make a move here and like you need to be decisive and like very calm and not really reactive when things come up. And like with the trails, there's so many things that could come up. You could be like feeling like poorly, the weather could be poor, or like whatever happens. And then in a 10K, it's kind of like that's so much time. Like there's, and I remember being in my head being like, wow, this is a long freaking time. And like playing with the like mental back and forth, or like the game, or I don't want to say games maybe, but just like the strategies you use to like both stay engaged and also like conserve the energy that you need to do to be able to race when it matters, or like turn off and turn on, if that kind of if that makes sense. But I think it's been fun being able to apply some of those lessons like onto the trails, and then also be like kind of liberated in a way where you're not like lap after lap after lap, and it's like I think it's good for my brain to kind of have that puzzle aspect to it, which is more so on the trails than I think the track is just like even in a 10K, like very hyper focused and like this is what's happening. It's just very yeah, it's so different and yet so similar at the same time.
In a way, what joy and freedom have you discovered in this era of being a trail runner? Like, what has it done for you and your relationship with the sport?
Oh gosh. Um, I think like for a lot, I was pretty fried by the time I got out of college. Like I was didn't take a break. It was just like full steam ahead, and like um, it can be pretty tempting in the track world to just like keep going and like pedal to the metal. And like with the trails, it was kind of like, hold on a second. Like I got introduced to it through friends now, like who were just like, yeah, you should come on this trail run with us. And I got my, not only my ass kicked, but I also just like got to see this beautiful part of the world. And I'm like, you guys get to do this on like a weekend? Like, this is crazy. We're just like on the side of a volcano. Um, and so it kind of like turned into this like broader experience where like, yes, you can also explore and also have fun and like really be in touch with your body and like how you're feeling. Um, and like, whereas in the track, I think it's like a slippery slope if you're like, or at least for me, um, you feel, oh man, I'm not hitting my splits. Oh, I mustn't feel like it just can lend itself, I think, to, or at the time had lended itself pretty negatively for me. And now I can go back to the track and be like, this is what I have on the day. And this is like, and which is how I started out running, which was, I'm just going to put my best like effort forward. And if I work hard and if I can do that consistently, then I will hopefully achieve my goals. But that process in itself is going to be fulfilling. And if I don't reach my goals, then like, yeah, there's a healthy balance between all of those things.
Two more questions, then we're gonna jump off running for just a second. What is it like? I'm just, I'm not even trying. So I've got a chance to go to Eugene in the summer to cover the Prefontaine Classic. Um, and it puts me in a seasonal depression because I live in Florida. So I don't know how to, so it's crazy. The clothes that I would wear in December, I have to wear to Eugene. There's no humidity,
Yeah.
there's no heat,
Yeah.
and the hot is not like hot. You know, I don't have hair, but the little hair that I have decides to curl up and stand up when I'm just down here, brother, just trying to get the mail. Now it looks like I have a Jerry curl because of all the
The
humidity.
humidity. Yeah.
So you ran in that. Now you are running in beauty. What is it like to be able to run anytime and not have to
Oh,
worry about
it's amazing. I've definitely, I think I've gone soft because I can't go back, I don't think, to the East Coast. And it's funny because so many of our meets or our regional meets were in Florida, and like North Florida. And I think one year it was Central Florida. Um, and just like, oh, whenever I go home, it's so hard. And I'm from Virginia originally, which isn't like not too bad, but it can get pretty nasty. And then coming here, I'm just like, I could run all day if I wanted to. And I remember when I first started my first nursing job, like I did this for a couple years. I would just run on my lunch breaks because I wasn't sweating. Like I was just not gross. And I was already kind of dirty from the shift. So I'm like, this is great. I'm not sweating. I like get my run in and I can run after work too. Like yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend, especially in the summer.
I trained, this was 2 years ago when I first picked up running. I trained all summer long for an August race, y'all. When I tell you that was the dumbest thing I could do. I would train at 10 o'clock. It did 9:30, 10. People usually get up before the sun at 6 o'clock. I'm still sleeping. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be 9:30. Caroline, when I tell you my feet look like candy apples, I would have to run inside, take them off, turn the fan all the way up, and just have them
Oh,
on my feet. They were burning.
oh.
And I'm like, the devil is a liar. This is not happening again. I can't. So, it's okay. I decided, I was like, I'm gonna go and try to race on the West Coast because if I can
That's the move.
survive, yes. And I remember you guys used to go down to UNF, University of North Florida in Jacksonville. Um, I'm like, if I can survive that, I can do anything.
Oh
It's like,
yeah.
because you can barely breathe. Like,
Oh yeah. I think majority of my track PRs, or at least the longer ones, are also from meets that were out in the West Coast, which is kind of funny too. Like I did Stanford I and then even my 5K is technically from UW. So that's like it was great.
insane, insane.
Yeah.
What's it been like running from Mount the Coast? I know that they picked you up this year to be among their athlete squad. What's that been like? And can I just interject real quick? I ran my last race recently in the Mount Dakota C1s. That is the best shoe I've ever put on my feet. I twisted my ankle because of the bad infrastructure, and it literally absorbed the impact in the Brother Steel PR because we do this.
Oh
It was like fried chicken on my feet. Like it was
yeah.
it was amazing. So check that out. That was just a little PSA. They don't sponsor me anything. I just love that doggone
No,
shoe.
I mean, no, those are like they just came out with them too. They're easily it's like every time they come out with a new shoe, I'm like, oh man, they got even better. And like the C ones are great. Like I just did my tempo today in them, and I feel like very. I think I recover a lot faster too, just based on how they feel, which is really cool. Yeah, being Mount Tacosa, it's been really fun, especially like we have such a range of folks on the team that have like very specific skill sets. Like they just dominated at Cocodona, and it was really awesome. And I'm like, we talk about 50K being along like 250 miles. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I would race that. Um, I would hope to eventually go longer, and that's like kind of the trajectory I've been. Maybe not racing 250 miles, but I do plan on racing longer. And it's just been really cool because like I think um, like it's they like the athletes themselves, and also Mount Coast has been really invested like us as athletes and like our stories, and then like what it is that we need to succeed at our own goals, and like and those goals are so different for each of us. And it's like whatever the distance kind of thing, like we like to help us succeed. It's been really cool. If
What
that
are
makes sense.
three fun facts that people do not know about the legend that is Caroline Alcorta?
Three fun facts. Oh gosh. That they don't know about me. Um, I I don't believe in astrology, but when I was a kid, I used to believe in it because I have a twin and I'm a Gemini. And I was like, oh, that, of course that's real. Like, because that like says so on the calendar. It's not, but I just think that that's a fun. I'm a twin. I'm also a Gemini. I have to do three. Let's see. Let's see. If I could, let me think about this a little bit more.
I'll be nice. You could do two because I have a question about that first one.
Or if you have specific questions. Let's see. I do yeah, okay, I'll do two. I uh, what's another fun fact? Let's see. Okay. If I could,
You want me to help you?
that would be great. And I'm like, why am I blanking?
It's okay. So the first one, so the astrology is like the Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff either. So I just wanted to make sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we're cool.
so people are like, what's your zodiac sign? I was like, who is that? Um,
Zodiac.
um, but you are actually a big time nurse. Um, I think an infusion nurse.
Yeah, I work on like in oncology. So that's like chemotherapy and blood products and stuff like that.
Shout out to LinkedIn. That's how I knew this.
Nice.
I had to look this up. I was like, I have to know what I'm talking about. Uh, what made you go into that field?
Ooh. I mean, a couple like personal reasons. Like one, it was an area of nursing that, like one, I had an interest in public health for a long time, and I found that kind of as the intersection of like public health and nursing in a more like direct patient way. It also scared me the most. There's something like really emotionally vulnerable about like being in that field and then also connecting with patients in that way, and it can be quite challenging. And also like having a loved one that is like going through cancer treatment. So like it's all of these kind of things of like values, like personal courage, and like I also see this as a way of growing to be able to support my loved ones. And then also like there's a good chance that someone you know or someone that you know that it's like or has or will experience someone going through a like terminal illness in their life. And there's like I don't think a lot of folks know how to show up for people at times, and like self included, you're just like they're really heavy situations. So yeah, I think it's yeah, it was something that scared me a lot. Was I guess is the summary of those things, and also like felt meaningful in a way.
What have you learned about yourself um, now that you're in this? Now that you've accomplished this thing and taken a step, and by accomplished, I mean, listen, it's a lot to even something as minuscule as running scared the frick out of me. I think just paying that $40 for a 5K was a step in the right direction, but obviously you take it a step further and you show up for people every day when they need it the most. What have you learned about yourself?
Um, I think that like it's important to show up for yourself and to show up for others. I think courage and bravery and like resiliency are look very different for a lot of different people. And like I think it for me, the biggest takeaway is like understanding what that looks like for me specifically. And to be able to like honor that while also like investing time and um like to be able to show up for others as well. But also, yeah, I don't know if that makes yeah.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Um, I've tried to tell y'all all she does is win. Like literally, we have to put a W in front of your name so people can associate you as a winner all the time, essentially. So I want to know, you have been to some pretty cool places, but there are two places that I want to dig a little deep into. And there's for well, the reasons are for food purposes only. I don't care about anything else. Um, what is if you had it, if you've had it, because I understand that people who live in the city may not always divulge in it. What is an official Philly cheesesteak like?
Sure. Oh, so it's all like some people tell you about it's like all about the bread, but I think it's like it's all of those things. It's like the bread, the cheese, the meat. Like you gotta have top tier for each of those. There's this and folks from Philly will be like, "Oh, it's Pat or Gino's," but there's this place called Delisandro's that's like up in the north part of Philly. That's like so good. Uh, yeah, that'll be my personal recommendation as far as where to go.
Okay, so tell me this, because a brother has a couple questions, because I just
Fall
see in Florida. And people in Philly, if you're listening to this, I really don't care if you get mad. You know, your team just lost, so my condolences to you. Um, I use provolone because I don't know. That's how you see. I know. I see, but I've been told that something's wrong with me for using provolone because nobody from Philadelphia uses provolone, which is fine. Okay, whatever. But they told me to use Cheese Whiz.
Ooh, yeah.
And then today somebody said you can't use Cheese Whiz, you have to use Cooper Sharp. And then somebody said that only onions and mushrooms go in it, and then somebody said only onions go in it. So I am so confused.
There's it's so controversial, and I don't feel like I can speak to it specifically because I'm not from I'm not I feel like if you're I'm not from there, but I'm like a fan for sure. Yeah, I I don't know. I feel like yeah, you have the onions in there, but then if you go to like a food truck or something, that I think whatever the average of that experience, like if you go to each food truck along like inner city or something, then you maybe have a better assessment or data points for that.
What do you get on your sandwich?
Ooh, I get everything. Like I get the fixins, like um, which is yeah, onions, mushrooms, cheese. Um, I guess that's actually kind of it. Now that I think about it, there's this. It's funny because there's Seattle has its own version of a Philly cheesesteak, and it's called a Seattle dog. And it's
I've
like
heard of that. Yes.
it's fascinating. I've only had it once in a late night, and it was like cream cheese, onions, mushrooms, peppers, and a hot dog. Did I say cream cheese already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it.
That's
But let
enough
me tell
for
you, it's not bad. It kind of and it hits just right.
when I was first told about a Seattle dog. I judge that thing so hard, but when you really stop to think about it, everything on that hot dog pairs well together. Like the cream cheese takes away from the saltiness, it takes a like I don't know. Like I would try that. I would
Yeah,
try that.
it kind of
Uh,
slaps.
it kind of okay. She said it slaps, so that's how it is. So we definitely trying that. And I was thinking about cheesesteaks in Florida. Florida puts
Yeah.
peppers on cheesesteaks, for whatever reason. That's our little ordeal. I don't think peppers go on cheesesteaks like that.
It's because it's not hot there enough. I don't know.
It could be because of the heat. And just kind of messing with us. That's why you got to stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah.
Um, what was your go-to North Carolina barbecue sampler?
Ooh,
Because Carolina's known for their pulled pork, that vinegar
yeah,
based and that vinegar based sauce.
yeah. Oh, there's this place. I think it was called 12 Bones. I'm gonna look it up. We would get anytime we went to training camp in Asheville. I think it's called 12 Bones. Yeah, 12 Bone Smokehouse.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm
Um,
like looking this up.
uh, yeah, it was just like you get pulled pork, you could kind of you get ribs. Um, you get your like little side dishes or stuff that are also delightful. Trying to think. Yeah, there's like collard greens. There's definitely a mac and cheese girl for sure, or like biscuits and stuff.
Biscuits, cornbread, or toast?
Oh, cornbread for sure.
Really?
Uh,
Yeah.
you know, you can do cornbread poorly, and you can also do biscuits poorly. So like, I think biscuits may be on the like on the safe side.
I kind of agree with you on the cornbread.
Yeah, you can do
I
it
kind of,
well, and when it's well, it's
I feel like you have to try really hard to mess up some cornbread though.
yeah, right. But people do.
You're right. You're right. And there's still room. We pray for you. But um man, I was Memorial Day is coming up. So I'm like trying to
Yeah,
get
you're
ideas.
just all brainstorming ideas.
Ideas. I'm like, okay, I guess I was going to do barbecue, but I guess we need to do Philly cheesesteaks and, and everything. I will say this, man. I went to the West Coast. I tell this story all the time. And I tried to order sweet tea in like the
Oh
upper
yeah,
West Coast, like the Pacific Northwest. So I was in
yeah,
Oregon. And when they brought agave, I was so disappointed. I was I was so
yeah.
disappointed.
I don't know if I haven't seen someone try to order that here. Yeah, like Seattle, but I guarantee. Oh, actually, that's not true. When my mom came, she tried to order it, and she was like, "Oh, what?" Like she was confused. So it was funny.
I tried to order an Arnold Palmer in Seattle.
Yeah.
They didn't know what or who that was, let alone. So I was like, all right, I got to go.
So like, do you want me to call him?
I got to go. Just like, listen, it's okay. Can a brother get a glass of water? And stuff. But it's always cool just to see the different cultures and how they do things.
Yeah,
Let's
for sure.
wrap this, let's wrap this puppy up with a bow. What excites you the most about this season? Like, what are you pumped about?
Yeah, let's see. I think I I'm excited to travel a bit more, and also to like be in the mountains a fair bit. I think I've been in the Pacific Northwest for uh, almost 4 years, and like I still feel like there's a ton to explore in this area. And then I'm in September. I'm going to go to Spain and do the skyrunning championships, which is like I've never done a sky race before. Um, and I'm pretty excited about that too. My grandparents are also, I guess this is a fun fact. My grandparents are from Spain originally, and my dad's from Argentina. So like I got to race in Argentina a couple years ago, and then I'd love to be able to race in Spain and like kind of get like a bit more back or just get to see a little bit more of my heritage, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And then
Yeah.
that'd be so cool just to run around and you're just kind of learning as you are, you know, that would be so cool. I'm
Yeah.
wondering what like the terrain is like. Obviously, I know there's like a lot of cobblestone and everything, but still, that would be beautiful to run. I've never been to Spain. I had escargot, so I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the goal. That's the
that's the
prerequisite.
prerequisite. So once I had that, I was like, okay, I'm ready for my
Yeah.
honors classes, uh, just to make it happen.
Yeah, I think I like in general, I guess for this like next few months, it's just like I'm trying things that I'm not necessarily like I haven't tried before. I don't know if I'm good at, and that's okay if I'm not good at it. Like these are all areas to like develop and explore, and I think I'm pretty excited to try those things out.
What are some of the goals that you set for yourself, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. Um, as far as this year or for just like long term,
Whatever.
I like
Yeah, we can do both.
yeah, I want to race a 50 or 100K sometime in the next year, so either in the fall or beginning of 2027. And I have some fun side quests on the roads that I think would be fun to do along the way. So like maybe try and qualify for the Olympic trials en route to racing like 100K. I think would be really fun. I think it'd be really hard, but yeah, and see if I could try and make some teams and just be really competitive, like get more involved in like the competitive side of trail racing because it's just like super fun to like be pushed and push others and like in these really beautiful places and like you learn a lot about yourself that way. And you get to meet a lot of people that way too. So,
Last question, then we're gonna do some quick rapid fire, then it's night time.
oh, you
If oh, it's listen, all throw and no filler. Listen, that's how we roll on here. Um, if somebody was going to go in the trails and they're kind of taking a route going from, primarily on the roads to mixing it up in the trails, what is something that you've learned in terms of your journey that you would offer as advice to them?
um, I would say, like, don't like turn off the lap counter or whatever it is. Like, you don't need to know what mile or like what pace you're going. First of all, like just like leave your watch running or leave it at home and like be willing to get lost a little bit. There's like no wrong way to do it. And yeah, like venture out into new territory and like feel it out and like take slow it down to like enjoy the experience too. Like it's gonna be hard either way. If you're going up like a 2,000 foot climb or mountain or whatever, then like it's gonna be hard. So don't like beat yourself up. The mountain's gonna do that for you, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much it just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
You have you have survived the interrogation process. Now we get to the fun stuff. This segment is called Down the Home Stretch. I'm going to ask you a few rapid fire questions. I want you to answer them to the best of your ability. If you don't answer them fast, in the history in the 4 years of the show, nobody ever has, so no pressure.
Okay.
Are are you ready?
Yes.
If there is a food that you could live with and a food that you could live without, what would they be?
uh I could live with pasta. I could live without olives.
I feel that. Would you rather have somebody make a movie about your life or write a book series on your life?
Ooh, book series. Book series.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like a book series is the better answer because it could also turn into a movie series.
Oh yeah. Thinking long term.
Thinking long term, thinking financials, but also there's something about actually writing and reading the written word that just does something to you compared to watching it on film.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
something connecting about the words, I think. I think that's why
yeah,
I'm thinking like the internal processes and stuff.
yeah. So we're not too far as age is concerned. I'm 32, so I think you were just a couple years younger than I am, if I have that
Hmm.
right. So I think we kind of understand that era of life. If there was a TV show or movie from back in the day that you would make popular again, what would it be?
Oh, I could make popular again. Um, oh man, I think I guess I don't know why this is the first thing I'm thinking of is Cheetah Girls.
Mm.
Yeah, I or Hillary Duff movie. I think the Hillary Duff movie is like,
Oh, the Lizzie McGuire movie?
yeah, why not?
Wait, did Hilary Duff have a movie about herself?
No, did she? I don't know.
She had two. She had Cadet Kelly. I only know this because
Oh, that's right. That's
it
right.
popped up on Hulu because apparently Hulu has it now. And I was like, what the heck? I haven't seen this in a
I'm like,
minute.
dang.
Yes, yeah, I remember that was a big movie for a lot of people back in the day. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the entire movie, the Lizzie
Yeah,
McGuire movie. Cheetah Girls had everybody getting cheetah print
yeah.
back
Oh
then.
yeah, but like the colors, they're just like it's yeah. I feel like that was prime time.
That was such a great era of television and
Yeah.
everything. Now it's gone. So that's obviously sad. If there was a theme song to describe you as a runner, actually not a theme song, if there was a song, any song from any genre that describes you as a runner, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm honestly just thinking of stuff off the top of my head now. Here Comes My Baby by the Mavericks is the song I probably listen to the most, but I don't know if that would describe me as a runner necessarily. Um,
Hey, listen, that's a jam too, so I'm not mad at it.
actually, I will oh, Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter because there's a reason though. It's just like that came out when I like the day before I ran my 50K last year, or like the one in the summer, and that was literally like what I thought about for like half of the race. And I was like, or like I listened to it on the way down. I slept in my car. I ran the race, and I was like singing that to myself and like yeah. So it's just like happy and fun and like silly.
I like that.
Like, maybe a little bit of a bite to
Listen, that's what you need. That's trail racing. Listen,
it.
it's that drive through and
Yeah.
everything. All right, three more. So naturally, I forgot what I it was just off that has happened two times, but I'm going to pivot. Tell me if what do you love the most about running?
Ooh, I outside of like the personal growth, I think it really is such like a wonderful way to connect with people, um, and like communities. Like we're all out here doing like everyone's going their own speeds, but like it's gonna be again like hard no matter what. But like this is something you've worked towards and something that like you are excited about, and like there's something really awesome about when people come together to be able to either share like a run together or a race together or a workout or whatever it is, and to like support that, to get excited about something that people are excited like to invest in what people are passionate about, even if it's like a little, even if it's something as like a 5K, like but you've never run or if you've never run a 5K before, or like somebody's first marathon or a first trail race, like it's super exciting like talking to folks because yeah, and I think that.
Okay, last two. Let's say you could go back to college and they had NIL. Now, what would be that dream NIL deal?
Oh gosh. Um, I've talked about this with my friends because they were like sleepy time tea or something like that.
Boy, that chamomile
Um,
hit different.
I know, right? The way melatonin don't. Um,
That's a bar. That's a
yeah.
bar. I like that.
Uh, let's see, probably coconut water or like when I was in college, I was like I loved peanut butter M&Ms. Like that was my pre-race thing. I don't know why. It's just like this is my little sweet treat kind of deal. But now I'm probably like, oh, probably coconut water because I like it a lot and it's kind of expensive.
Listen, yes, those. I know. Okay, we're about to get off. Y'all don't understand. You kids don't get. Peanut butter M&Ms used to be the thing back in the day. Like, I remember when they first came out. I think I was in middle school, and I was like, "What? They have it there in the little red container."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was never a fan of peanut M&Ms, and granted, the peanut butter M&Ms probably taste way different now, depending on like what they use, or hopefully they kept the same recipe. Some of those like Reese's, I cannot eat a Reese's now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Not
it
the
just
same.
it's not the same, and I know Hershey's got mad and they're gonna change it back to the original recipe, which I'm really looking forward to just indulging in a childhood once every 3 months.
Oh yeah.
But
See, this ties back to the Reese's Puffs thing too,
it
like the chocolate
does.
peanut butter thing.
Because I don't think that cereal hits like it used to.
No, I don't know. I haven't had it in a while.
No, and you could drink that milk.
Yeah.
It's not great for you, but you may be you may be farting all the day because of all the chemicals that are in it. If it is bad, don't come for me. I don't know. It could be great. It could be the same. If it is, so be it. Let's just say somebody else said that. But those peanut butter M&Ms, oh my gosh, those used to be amazing. And if you ever get them again, here's a trick. On a summer's day, put them in the freezer.
Oh, plot twist.
Pressure. Pressure. Last question is the most important question you'll answer. Why does kindness matter to you?
Ooh. Um, I think that's like a something we're all fundamentally like born with is kindness. Um, and that is like probably the most natural instinct that connects everyone. And especially now where like I think one-on-one interaction or like interpersonal interactions with people can be quite uh, distracting with like digital or social media and like just a bunch of stimuli coming at you all the time. I think like it's kindness is like a very small intentional way to be like I'm very present with you and like you matter and leaning into just being human.
Caroline, baller, shot caller, big time, clutch. She has two songs named after her. We're not going to use the first song because we quickly realized that Roses is not good. So we're just going to say Sweet Caroline.
Still a banger though.
Bump, still a banger. Bump, 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 and everything. I appreciate you coming on the show. Tell the people if they want to follow your journey as far as race results and everything on social media where they can find you.
Yeah, I have an Instagram account, so I'm at CM Alcorta or my last name, Alcorta. Um, I think that's kind of really the only social media I have right now. I'm going to start writing a Substack, I think, because there needs to be another blog in the world. But yeah, I think I'll start writing soon. And I've got the Instagram.
Yeah. So follow us on Substack. You can follow Caroline just for future. Just put it on your calendar. So put
Pending.
this pending, put the alerts on. Follow Lactic Acid and listen. If you need a new nutrition product, Nukes Nutrition, they got you. Remember, you get 15% off if you type in the code Lactic Acid 15. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks.